Welcome to the Caucasus, a fascinating region that has long evoked the imagination of travelers and explorers. Located at the intersection of Asia and Europe, it offers breathtaking natural beauty, dynamic cities, traditional villages, and friendly, welcoming people. In this video I take you back to one of my favorite journeys, traversing the 3 countries that make up the Southern Caucasus. From the intriguing streets and cathedrals of Tbilisi in Georgia, to the tranquil monasteries in Armenia. From the modern skyline of Baku, the fast-changing capital of Azerbaijan, to the traditional villages of the Svaneti region. And from the inviting city of Yerevan, to the mountain landscapes near the Russian border. So join me, exploring the beautiful countries of the Caucasus. We begin our journey in the small but interesting capital of Georgia. Tbilisi enjoys a picturesque setting, surrounded by mountains, with a river meandering through its center. It's the political and economic heart of Georgia, and attracts people from all over the country to work, study, and live. For travelers, Tbilisi provides a fascinating mix of ancient neighborhoods, modern squares, and lively street scenes. From the atmospheric homes and mysterious alleyways of the Old Town, to the imposing monuments of heroes and Independence Square. Towering above all this is the Narikali fortress, from where you get stunning panoramic views of Tbilisi. While beautiful indeed, it's also worth visiting some of the local markets, which provide a great insight into daily life. Fresh fruits and vegetables to cheeses and meat, and from used books to artists painting on the streets. You find everything here. One of the highlights of the city is the spectacular Tsminda Sameba Cathedral, an important place of worship in Georgia's Orthodox Christianity. Consecrated in 2004, it is one of Tbilisi's most eye-catching landmarks and gets particularly busy during religious holidays. leave the city behind and travel to the remote and ancient lands of Svaneti, located in northwestern Georgia. Surrounded by snow-capped mountain peaks, this area is known for its iconic defensive stone towers, called koshki, designed to safeguard villagers during invasions and local attacks. These towers symbolize the region's isolation and unique way of life. Other than admiring the remarkable towers, the villages in Svaneti also offer a glimpse into the lives of local farming communities. Although tourism is slowly changing some of these towns, many families in Svaneti retain much of their traditions and customs. If you have the chance, try to organize a homestay, where people welcome visitors with a generous smile and hearty, delicious food.
Cheating.
Please note that traveling to and around Svaneti can come with certain challenges, as the narrow mountain roads are often affected by bad weather. We continue our way and have a short stopover in Zugdidi, where we stock up on some delicious traditional bread and khachapuri in the local bakery. I started traveling solo almost 2 decades ago, when mobile phones were just starting to appear in people's lives. Through the years, phones became more sophisticated and more prevalent, and these days it's almost unimaginable to travel without a smartphone. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video, SimLocal, that keeps you connected in as many as 149 countries. SimLocal offers global eSIMs, digital SIM cards that give you instant access to local networks at local rates, avoiding high roaming fees of your home provider. SimLocal is easy to activate and set up. You just pick your destination and select how much data you need, and install the eSIM. No more need to swap physical SIM cards, as everything is done digitally. SimLocal is highly rated on TripAdvisor and Google, with almost 5 stars, and they have a 60-day return policy. So when you're planning an adventure abroad as a traveler, digital nomad or student, SimLocal makes staying connected straightforward. If all this has you interested, you can get 10% off with the discount code in the description and try SimLocal for yourself. Now let's continue our journey through the Caucasus. Our next destination is Kazbegi, reached by traveling the mighty Georgian Military Highway. This historic passage connects Georgia with Russia and traverses some spectacular scenery on dusty, slippery roads and across breathtaking mountain passes. Kazbegi is located in a beautiful valley and is a popular starting point for some great walking trails through green pastures with grazing sheep and past towering mountains. It is, however, most famous for the awe-inspiring Tsminda Sameba Church, whose silhouette draws thousands of tourists per year. We drive south and briefly stop in Gori, best known as the birthplace of Joseph Stalin. While there are few specific points of interest for travelers, the great exception is the Stalin Museum, where you can learn more about one of the world's most controversial figures of the previous century. We cross the border to our second country in the Caucasus and reach the small Armenian town of Alaverdi, located in the Debet Canyon. While much of Alaverdi is dominated by the now abandoned massive copper mine, it is also home to the nearby Sanahin monastery, one of the finest in Armenia. Founded in the 10th century, it belongs to the Armenian Apostolic Church, the main religion in the country. Further south we find the sleepy town of Dilijan, jumping off point for some wonderful hiking trails through the surrounding mountain landscape. Star of the region, however, is the intricate Hakatsin monastery, hidden away in a quiet forest valley and featuring 3 separate churches. We travel onwards and reach Yerevan, Armenia's friendly capital. While the city may lack some of the eye-catching landmarks of other destinations, the vibrant atmosphere and welcoming attitude more than make up for it. Stroll around the city's Opera and Republic Square, embrace the city's laid-back culture, and climb the stairs of the Cascade Park, which provides stunning panoramic views over the city. Our visit to Yerevan coincides with the Genocide Remembrance Day, held each year in April. On this day, people commemorate the victims of the Armenian genocide that took place from 1915 to 1923. It's an emotional event, with people taking part in slow processions as they walk to the memorial site and eternal flame. Our last stop in Armenia is Khor Virap Monastery, located around 30 kilometers south of Yerevan. This small but delicate building is an important pilgrimage site and is built on a stunning location overlooking the sacred Mount Ararat. As there are no open borders between Armenia and Azerbaijan, we travel back to Tbilisi. where we embark on a long overnight train journey to Baku, capital of our last country in the Caucasus.
Нападайте, готовы атаковать вас, ребята. 9/9.
You're going cold there?
This dynamic and fascinating city is the largest in the Southern Caucasus region and is developing at a rapid pace, fueled in part by the booming oil industry. Baku's skyline is changing constantly, with modern skyscrapers built right next to ancient neighborhoods and historic mosques. Walk through the atmospheric alleys of the old town towards the popular shopping streets in central Baku to get an idea of the different faces of the city. On the way you'll discover ancient monuments, lively markets, and get a sense of daily life in Baku.
Ahırda çekmeyi hakkı. Sen tuvaleti çağırsana.
And a great place to end the day is the beautiful boulevard, a long seafront park on the shores of the Caspian Sea. That concludes my journey through the Caucasus, a beautiful and diverse travel destination. I realize I have only scratched the surface, and you could spend much more time exploring this captivating region. Yet I still hope this video gave you some travel inspiration, or at least provided a glimpse into this intriguing place. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Travel safely.